Good morning, everyone. Sorry the video's a little bit late this morning, but I think I had a scheduling mix-up. So instead, Evangeline's going to help me today. And we thought of a great idea that actually works out really well with what I'm going to do on Sunday. And before we dive into our morning thought, here's a challenge for you. We're going to talk in the next couple minutes about our names. We're going to talk about Evangeline's name. And it's similar to something we'll touch on Sunday. We'll be talking about the name, something related to the name that we're given. But if you look in your Bibles, Ephesians 5, say 3 to 7, Ephesians chapter 5, it actually says something in there in the Greek about the name among us. But it's not in the English. So your challenge is see if you can figure out what it is without cheating. So don't look at any interlinear, just figure out what on earth could possibly have anything to do with a name here. So that's your challenge. So speaking of names, some of you will notice that our Evangeline here has a very unique name. I have heard it a few times before, but it's not very common. Do you like your name?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you remember why we picked it? What it means?
It means bringer of good news.
Say it again.
Bringer of good news.
Bringer of good news. That's right. Evangeline. So it's related to evangel, which comes from the Greek euangelion, which we've Latinized. How do you say it? Latinized to evangel. So yeah, it means the evangel means good news. So Evangeline is bringer of good news. Now, she actually has a card here. Do you want to show them your little card? What we found. We actually found her name. It just says Eva, but it still says the same thing. And it actually gives a verse for your name. Do you want to read that verse for us?
He determines the number of stars and calls them each by name. Psalm 147, verse 4.
Man, there's a lot of Psalms. 147? Okay, so I like that. He determines the number of the stars and calls them each by name. Evangeline, the bringer of good news. Now, why do you suppose that's important? Go ahead. Why is this verse important?
Because it means it kind of refers us to the stars, and God knows us each personally, and He knows everything about us, and He can determine which one is each by just looking at us.
Wow. Now, when I look up at the sky on a clear night, there's lots of stars, and I can only see a few of them, but I don't know any of them, except Orion. I can usually see Orion and the Big Dipper, but even then, I don't know the name of the individual stars. But God knows each of us by name?
And everything about us.
And everything about us. Now, why should that comfort us? Should that make us feel good? Sometimes I'm scared if people know too much about me.
Well, it means that God can help you when you need something, because He will know what you need.
Oh, that's good. I like that. That's a really good thought. So if you're Evangeline, bringer of good news, I think of other verses that tell us that we should shine like the stars in the universe. So we should try to share that news as well, especially if that's our name. Bringer of good news. I like that. So that's a little encouragement for each of us today to remember that not only does God know your name, not only does God know everything about you, but it's not just like God is a kind of a strange stalker on the internet that knows too much. No, it's different than that. He knows you deep into the heart, deep into your life. But He also knows, do you know what else He knows? He also knows the future. And He knows things going on all around us. And so this is good news that our God can help us. Our God can be with us. Even today, you can see the beautiful sun behind us. Maybe the temperature will even get into double digits today. He can help us at every step. That is good news. So thank you for bringing that good news, just like your name says you do. Thank you, Evangeline. And thank you, everyone. Have a great day and a wonderful weekend. You'll see me Sunday. God bless. Thanks, Evangeline.